Alright folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Sure is good to see you. Hope we're all having a good weekend. How about those semi-finals, eh? More importantly, how about that Jack Draper squad? Feels good to believe, does it not? Fortune favours the brave, folks. What a guy. Unbelievable, what a performance that was. Same goes for Holger Rune as well. We are into the final for the Indian Wells. There can only be one. Who's it going to be? We're going to touch on it very shortly. Before we do, like the video if you would. Get yourself subscribed if you're not. I'd appreciate it if you did. Over 700 now. Well happy with that. We hit that a couple days ago. I suppose we're touching on 800 now, aren't we? I suppose that's just the way it's got to be. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, get yourself involved. I'd love to have you. If you want to support the channel, links in the description, the pinned comment, along with the pics. Before we crack on, just want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes and even the couple of donations that were sent. I appreciate you. Frank, Ryan, you know who you are. Yeah, it means a lot, folks. Very, very thankful to have each and every one of you involved. We've got to finish this with a bang, haven't we? Before we do talk about it, did anyone take Jack Draper on the outright with me at the start of the tournament? Anyone? 33-1. Oh, if he wins this, oh my God. I don't know about you folks. You tell me, who told you Jack Draper was going to get this far? And at a price like that, I only pray that you had a little sprinkle on that. Let me know if anyone took it. But there's still one game to play. And that's right, you guessed it, we've got Holger Rune and Jack Draper. They've played each other once before, just the once. That was last year, over in Cincinnati in the Masters, and Holger Rune won that one in straight sets quite convincingly too, 6-4, 6-2. Both of these have been fantastic. I don't feel like it'd be fair to just kiss Draper's ass for the duration of the video without mentioning how good Holger Rune has been. And I say good, I think that's a little bit of an understatement, you know. Connington mood set, okay. Hugo Humbert, very impressive. Bang in form, Stefanos Tsitsipas, really impressed with that. A very tough version of Talon Greek Sport too. Can't say nothing about that either. Very, very good. And then coming to the semi-finals, he ran into Medvedev, who said it myself, didn't I? Flew under the radar, smoked everyone, made it look easy against pretty much everyone until he bumped into Holger Rune. He did struggle against Artifice in the game before, Medvedev, that is. He didn't even come close to taking a set off Holger Rune. He was up a break and then he weren't, and then he got it back. Oh, yeah, it was all over the place from Medvedev. It just sort of began to unravel halfway through that first set. And it went through like a trying, either it really went. Holger Rune was just fantastic. I've said it all week and I'll say it again. I can't remember the last time I seen Holger Rune play this good. I really can't. He doesn't seem held back by anything, you know, any stress or any worries. He's playing a really free game of tennis. I'm all for it. Got to talk about Jack Draper as well, though. I mean, fairly similar runs, very impressive. I feel like the pair of them have most definitely sort of progressed as the tournaments went on. Draper started off with Fonseca, munched on him, had a good game against Jensen Brooksby, looked fantastic against Taylor Fritz, equally as good against Ben Shelton. And then, as we all know, he bumped into Carlitos last night. And I don't imagine there was a lot of people out there thinking Jack Draper was going to win that game. As you know, I just took him plus the 3.5. Very happy with that. But he only went and won, didn't he? He only went and won. Unbelievable in that first set. Absolutely hammered him. And then got absolutely pasted in that second set. I'll be honest with you, folks, I was a little bit concerned. Usually when you beat Alcaraz 6-1 in the first set and he comes back and bagels you, the writing's usually on the wall. No. Solid performance. To come back, you know, to be able to come back after getting bageled in that second set, I was very, very impressed with Jack Draper. Like I said, if you don't believe now, if you never believed before, you've got to believe now. He is the truth. Most definitely the truth. He smacked Alcaraz up in that third set. Just too good for him. too good. And I know it doesn't always work like this, but I can't help but thinking that if that was Holger Rune against Alcaraz last night and he ended up getting bageled in that second set, I'm not so certain Holger Rune would have come back from that. You know what I mean? Is that just me? Alcaraz played good too as well, you know. After dropping that first set, he really just switched it on. And he turned into the Alcaraz we know. He really wanted to be in that final. You could tell he was going for the three-peat. He just fell short, just a little bit short. It was good, it just weren't great. It weren't enough. It just weren't enough, and I don't know what you're going to have to do to take out Jack Draper because of Alcaraz can't even do it. Do we think Holger Rune's going to? No, I've got Jack Draper here at 1.7 on the Betfair exchange. I understand that may drop. It very well may drop. I was going to record this last night. I ended up taking it last night. I was going to record it last night. I was still up at like 6 a.m. after watching the Formula 1. So by that time, my mind was like absolute porridge. So I had a little sleep and thought I'd get up and do it now. But yeah, call it 1.7 on the exchange. I imagine it'll be around 1.6. It's saying 1.55 here some places. So it is definitely going to drop. Well, it has dropped, clearly. I'll just say this about the pick today. If there's going to be a pick, as you know, I've still got Jack Draper on the outright. If he wins this match, I will win 10 times more, well, 33 times more than what I would ever win just taking him to win the one game today on the money line. So I do think Jack Draper's going to win. I think it would be foolish to sleep on Holger Rune. He's been playing 10 times better than what I think I'm not giving him credit for, but what I expected. Didn't think he was going to do Medvedev in straight sets. He looked really good there. Say Cincinnati Masters, that weren't that long ago. That's last summer. I was going to say Jack Draper has improved massively since then, but like I say, Holger Rune was clearly playing good back in the Cincinnati Masters, but I highly doubt he was playing this good. Or if anything, he was probably playing more of the same. I don't know. I don't think you've never seen Jack Draper play like this, folks. Never. I always knew it was possible. I always knew he had it in him. Now he's finally displaying what he's about. I feel like I speak for us all when I say if Jack Draper's going to lose this to Holger Rune in the final, it'll be fairly disappointing. Although you can't take anything away from either one, you know, they've been fantastic all week. They both deserve to be here, but there can only be one. So who's it going to be, folks? That's my question to you. Holger Rune, not a bad price as a dog shout. Like I said, it's the final. Anything goes. Jack's still not out the woods just yet, is he? I said yesterday with the game against Alcaraz, that's probably going to be the real final, but looking at how Holger Rune just dispatched Daniel Medvedev, I wouldn't be so sure. I think we've got an absolute clash on our hands today. It's going to be one of the best. Who takes the title at the Indian Wells, folks? It's the main question. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Is it Holger Rune? Is it Jack Draper? Jack Draper's squad. Surely we go once more into the breach, my brothers. He's going to do it, innit? He's going to do it for me. Him beating Carlos Alcaraz, that was probably the greatest birthday gift I've ever received. I was so happy with that. And usually is the case if it was any other time on the tour, any other tournament, I'd say the same thing. If you're going to get past Carlos Alcaraz like that, when he's the defending two-time champion over here at California, if you're going to beat him like that, come back in the third set and do that, I'd be fucking damned if you're not going to beat Holger Rune. Surely he beats Holger Rune. I hope he does, you know. I hope he does. This will be so bittersweet because even if Holger Rune wins this title, I will be happy for him. Like, it's Holger Rune, this is fucking massive for him. But this is undoubtedly the biggest final in Jack Draper's career, I'd say. I think he's got the minerals to see it through. I really do. So you've got this far, Jack. You can't just come this far just to come this far. You've got to deliver. There's still everything to play for. It is all but done. There's no time for complacency. You've just got to believe, folks. You've just got to believe once again. And like I said at the start, it sure does feel good to believe, especially in Jack Draper. Because when you believe in this guy, he usually pays you back. He really does. He definitely returns it. I'm going with Jack Draper once again, folks. Like I said, I got him at 1.7 on the exchange. If you want to take that, if you can get it at that, I would advise you to. I'm not going to go crazy on today's pick. Like I said, the main one. If this comes in, then that outright hits. I want to know. Let me know. Did anyone take it? I mean, if you did, sure, you'll be laughing all the way to the bank if this one comes in, folks. Fingers crossed. Best of luck to you. Look, I've been saying it'll be close. I've been saying for the past few games with both of them, they'll be close. I mean, Holger Rune and Jack Draper have just absolutely decimated everyone, pretty much. Admittingly, like, the last game against Alcaraz was a little bit tougher, you know. There's not many on the tour that are going to bagel Jack Draper in the form that he's in, but got to admit, Holger Rune will definitely fancy himself for this one. Just off the wins he's got, you've got to think he'll fancy himself. I just think Jack Draper's playing a little bit better. I think he's playing a little bit better. Statistically, it's give and take either side. You can't really split him. He's coming in more, just a little bit more clutch. The fact that I'm seeing him, he's breaking himself. He's breaking himself and then he's getting it straight back. And I'm going to trust him one more time. I'm going to trust in the boy from England to get this one done over in California and wrap this shit up once and for all, folks. But anyway, until then, got plenty of time to get your picks in. Let me know what you're going for. And then, this is the last one. This will be the last one for a couple of days. Like I said yesterday, I'm off to Centre Parks tomorrow. Only going for 4 to 5 days. I'll be back Friday morning, Friday afternoon, just in time for the Miami Open. Yeah, can't wait for that. Thought I was going to have to do videos while I was away, but turns out I don't. Now I can just chill with the squirrels and the geese all day. Yeah, can't wait for that. Very well then, folks. You have yourself a good day, yeah? It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure talking to you. Let's go get this done, eh? Let's wrap this shit up. Jack Draper squad. Where are we at? Let's fucking go, folks. One more time. Take it easy, yeah? You take care of yourselves. You take care of one another, most importantly. Like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it if you did. No, it's only a few. I'm going to miss you, folks. I'm going to miss you. It'll only be a few days, like I said. I might do a little short, or I might do one while I'm over there, just like a little precursor, warming us up for the next tournament. But until then, stay beautiful, yeah? Always a pleasure, folks. Let's go get that cash again today. Enjoy the final, yeah? And I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow, but I'll see you very soon. See you after, folks.